A lot of times people also ask this question that why should I be the person to always change? Why should I be the person who should always compromise? What if I lose my original behavior? Now, to answer all these questions, first of all, don't ever have the fear of losing your original behavior because आपका original था ही क्या? Whatever anyways you feel is original is something that you've picked up from your father, mother, neighbors, teachers, friends, colleagues. Together is what you feel as an original behavior today. So if the so-called elusive original behavior is not giving you great results, the best way is to change your behaviors. And that's why don't hold on to something which is elusive called as original behavior. There is nothing called as original behavior. You might have a natural behavior, you might have an adaptive behavior. If the natural is not working in a particular relationship, it is important that you must adapt to a new behavior which enhances that relationship. The next question, of course, why should I always change and why should I always compromise? Now, please understand, changing is not equivalent to compromise. It might look like that initially. All of you have heard about this popular phrase which says, when in Rome, be like the Romans. But let's complete that phrase today and let's add something to the entire phrase. When in Rome, be like the Romans. Why? So that they accept you. And once they accept you, bloody change their culture, who cares? The acceptance is important. So compromise is only a compromise when you have changed and it has not produced the ideal result for you. And that's when people feel they've compromised. Like somebody gets married into a different caste, into a different religion. Now they change for the family members, but if they don't see great responses is where they feel it's a compromise. Let's take an example when a change is not a compromise. Let's say you're traveling by flight for the first time in your life. It's you, your spouse, and your kid. The sector that you're traveling in daytime has an amazing view. So which seat do you ideally want? Window. Now which seat does your spouse want? Window again. And which seat does your kid want? Again, window. So let's assume the seats that you've got are in a format in one row and the window seat that you have is one. And you want it. But if you give that window seat to your kid, is that a compromise? The answer is yes. It is a compromise because you're giving out something that you wanted. However, if the joy of your kid is more joyful than you giving out what you wanted, it no longer remains at a level of compromise. Which means, if you want great results in life, you are the one who's got to adapt. And adapt and change in such a way that it produces eventually great results. When it produces great results, it will no longer be a compromise.